Hello, and welcome back to the Friday Feels episode of the U Up Podcast. I'm Jordana Abraham.
And I am Jared Freed. It is so good to be back here with you, Jordana. How are you? How you feeling on a Friday?
I'm feeling okay. How about you?
Yeah, I feel okay.
Yeah, it's summer officially.
We're in it. This is the time of year. If you're thinking it's Friday, it's June 6th, get out there. Go meet someone. Go hang out. I got this question on Instagram. I want to run this by you.
Let's hear it.
Okay. It's Friday, June 6th. We have 3 months of summer.
So someone DM'd you.
No, it wasn't a DM. It was like a question box.
Oh, question box. Okay.
Apps.
So solicited question.
Solicited. Yeah. I said, I'm on a travel day. Go.
Okay.
Apps feel like misery right now. Tips for dating burnout. Okay?
Okay.
So I wrote a little piece and I said, okay, I have 4 things you should do.
Okay.
If you're dealing with dating app burnout.
This is the advice you would give yourself.
I think I'm taking this advice.
Okay.
Delete the apps for 3 months. We'll make a 3-month deal.
Until the first day of fall.
First day of fall, you would download them again.
Okay.
You're out. I'll delete mine right now. I'll delete mine today as this airs.
Do it.
On the air?
Yeah.
Well, hold on. We're not in June yet.
Okay.
We're taping this before.
Okay.
Easy. So delete the apps. If we're going to do this, we'll do this today.
I like that one. So far, so good.
Number 1. 2, have dinner at a nice restaurant at the bar every Wednesday with one rule. No phone at the bar. Stays in your pocket or purse until you leave. Also, nice can be anywhere you can sit. Chili's is having a moment right now. I'm not kidding. Chili's is like...
How do you know that?
Chili's is everywhere. Chili's is like...
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored. They're apparently Gen Z.
It's the new golf course.
Gen Z, I don't think, left the house very much.
Well, they in COVID generation.
COVID didn't help them. They're very impressed by a cheese pull.
What is a cheese pull?
Like cheese going from your mouth to the thing you're biting into.
Like a mozzarella stick?
Yes.
Okay.
So I guess Chili's had this like really good looking mozzarella stick. Like that went viral.
I'm enticed by a good looking mozzarella stick.
I think you got to check this out. It's like a square. It kind of looks like the shape of a McDonald's hash brown. And Chili's kind of like took this and ran. I guess they priced their stuff pretty good. So like Chili's is in right now. They're
pretty affordable, yeah.
So we've gone off the tangent on Chili's.
Would you do this?
Hold on.
I can't imagine you following this.
Sitting at a Chili's?
No phone?
No, I think that's something there it is.
It's pretty good.
It's a good looking mozzarella.
Chili's, if you're listening, you can sponsor us.
Yeah. This is all based on a review of myself. What would make me a better summertime dater? Mm-hmm. No app. Phone in my Wednesday, go to a bar, like make a reservation for one, or go to a bar that has like a nice dinner menu. Keep the phone in the pocket.
Okay.
You have to.
Okay.
Just because that's an attainable goal. That's hour and a half, 2 hours.
And you would do
at a
this?
max. I would do that.
Okay.
All right.
For 2 hours.
Yeah, I think I would.
Have you ever?
I've tried.
Okay.
I think I could get there if I really
like
push
that
myself.
challenge for you, like a weekly challenge.
That's what I'm doing. Yeah. I'm telling
That's good.
you.
I like this. I think we should break them down into like a week by week, because it's like a little hard to do all 4 at once, right?
What do you mean?
Like, let's say we're using you as the example, right?
Okay.
I think you should do these week by week,
but
think not all at the same time.
Week 1, delete the app.
Week 1, delete the app. You're saying you don't want to do it till June.
I'll do it in June.
Fine. June. Okay, so this is our You Up June challenge.
Yes.
Week 1, June 1st to June 7th, you delete the app.
Well, June 6th, because that's when this comes out.
Fine. June 6th to June 13th, you delete the app.
Okay.
June 13th to June 20th.
Dinner, no phone.
No phone.
Mm-hmm.
The entire time.
Okay.
Not even a glance.
Not even a glance.
You can ask someone else for the time.
If you need the time that badly,
yes,
you shouldn't have left the house anyways.
Okay.
Okay.
What's number 3?
Number 3, make 3 plans with friends. 1 for June, 1 for July, 1 for August. Bigger than a drink, smaller than a vacation. Include their significant other. That's very important. It can be a vacation, but I'm keeping money in mind. So, would you and Mike want to hang out?
Yeah, come stay at our house. Yeah, you can come the last week in June if you want, so that you can get this done in that time period.
Okay,
great.
Number 4, commit to 1 fitness class.
Like, what does that mean for
Barry's
every
boot
week?
camp? Not multiple. Just go to 1 fitness class and like commit to it.
1 class.
1 type of class.
How many times a week?
2 or 3.
Okay.
I will say this.
The same place.
Same place. Because I've gone to Barry's.
This you recently. Already do.
I've been doing this recently, and I've noticed that I've met more people than I would have met not going to Barry's boot camp.
So you have to do this in Florida.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to do this at my new home.
Okay.
That's really...
We don't just tell you what to do. When I say we, Jared is going to do it himself.
We'll come back at the end of the month, and we'll do a review of everything that went down.
Okay.
If you're sitting there, again, if you're not in need, then don't fucking listen to me. But if you're sitting there going, I'm having a little bit of burnout, this is a good way to take a right turn. Right?
I think any change that gets you out of your rut of doing the same thing you're always doing is good. Regardless of if each of those specific things brings you the one, it's going to get you on a new path.
Listen, and if you write in, hey, I'm alone at a Chili's and it's not working, that's pretty fucking sad.
No, then we'd say, get off your phone.
Right.
That's why it's not working.
Yeah, you're doing it wrong. All right. Let's do a petty or prudent.
All right, let's do it.
Also, I'm on the road. If you're in Pittsburgh this weekend, Pittsburgh, Huntsville, Alabama, London, foggy London town, I'm a-coming. A lot of people have been asking. Manchester, which is Hartford, Stamford, Bloomington, Indiana, Brea, California, Spokane, Washington, Denver, Colorado, San Francisco, and Providence, Rhode Island, Kansas City, Missouri, Richmond, Virginia. So jaredfree.com for tickets. Come on out to a show.
Come on out.
Petty or prudent. You ready? The deal for petty or prudent is you ended things and then you reacted a certain way. Were you being petty or was it a prudent response to the breakup?
Indeed. Okay.
You want me to go?
Yeah, you want to read the first one?
Long-time listener, first-time writer. I'll cut right to it. My boyfriend and I broke up in April after 2 years because we weren't aligned on what a partnership means.
It's an interesting way to put it.
That sounds like he cheated. 2 weeks later, my sister got
partnership means we only have sex with each other.
Right. Oh, to me it means we're fucking around. Yeah, like 2 weeks later, my sister got a DM from a girl overseas who found my Instagram and realized he'd been cheating on me. He'd been talking to her online since January using a fake name. She only found out about me after we broke up when he visited her profile using his real account, like he hadn't lied about everything. She confronted him and he denied having a girlfriend, said we were off and on and toxic. False. We lived together, never broke up. I was doing his laundry.
Doesn't mean you weren't toxic, but yeah, maybe not off and on.
Maybe you didn't split the laundry up with whites and colors. You
deserve this.
Maybe you were toxic. Okay, we don't know. Maybe you didn't dry things long enough and it was a little bit musty. We don't know what you were doing. To make it worse, my mom told me he bought an engagement ring in February while telling this girl he loved her and would visit her. Hey, our breakup was amicable before all this, and I even let him stay on my IG.
I even let him stay on my Instagram grid.
What?
I let him stay on the grid.
You're a saint.
He didn't get digitally kicked out of my grid.
Let him stay on my Instagram IG. What?
Is that something people want?
Are you a famous person that was somehow getting him like ticket sales?
Bachelor?
Right.
I could see like Matt James being like,
and I
let her stay on the grid.
But once I found out, I blocked him everywhere and was furious. Almost called him, his parents, his friends. I didn't, thankfully. I didn't honestly post him in my city's Are We Dating the Same Guy Facebook group as a cheater, liar, narcissist. No extra details. His female friends saw it, so now he knows I know. He hasn't reached out. So overall, is the way I handled everything petty or prudent? Is it petty that I want him to know that I know what he did but didn't want to confront him for it, or that I posted him in the Facebook page, or that I'm friends with the girl? Thank you for reading. Love y'all. Sincerely, an angry bitch.
Okay.
What do you think?
Sorry this happened.
Yeah, this sucks.
I would say it is petty to do this without confronting him first. This is like, I think that like you haven't even had the conversation with him. You live together. To not say anything to him and to only try to ruin his life before you even speak to him seems a little crazy.
Also,
speak to him first.
In addition to say you're friends with the girl that he tried to cheat on you with, I've never seen that.
What does that even mean? Yeah.
It seems like it's something people say when they've been cheated on, to like these two girls like holding hands together and in solidarity.
Right.
We will not be fucked with. And it's like,
Are they
no.
friends now that they've
She
met?
lives overseas. You're not friends.
Have they ever met?
No.
No. Then they're right.
It just makes you sound delusional.
You're not friend. Right. You're not friends with the girl.
No, listen.
First of all, stop saying that.
And now we're best friends
Stop
because
saying
he
that.
tried to cheat on me with that. That's how you meet new people?
Who needs Bumble BFF?
Right.
Is that still a thing?
Oh, you know how we met? Like, I've heard that before, and it's always said with such pride. I'm like, get away from each other. Like, this sucks. Stop bathing in the negativity of this and trying to turn it into positive. It sucks. It's okay to say that.
I agree.
You were lied to. You were lied to. You both were lied to. That sucks. Anyone can be lied to. I don't think you're stupid for falling for a lie. That happens.
There would be a time and a place to post him on a group like this. I don't think she's done all the things you do first. To me, this is like calling the police when someone has like stepped on your lawn.
Like
right?
you've gone,
or like
you've really gone to the next level.
Let's say your neighbor is having a party,
Right.
right? And it's really loud and you can't sleep.
Mm-hmm.
To go straight to calling the police, I think, is like a petty move.
Right.
Go over.
Hey, everybody, what's going on
Right.
here?
Hey.
Level with me.
I got this message. It seems like you were cheating. I'm really, really angry. It
Right.
seems like you were cheating on me and messaging this person the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
His reaction would be what would determine the. And listen, I'm a vengeful bitch.
Right.
His reaction would determine.
She's a VB.
Would determine the Facebook group thing.
Right.
If his reaction was either complete denial when you have proof otherwise, not taking any ownership, being really mean to you, whatever, something like really terrible, then maybe.
Or not answering.
Or not answering.
Right.
Sure.
I'm with you that it's like.
There's probably absolutely no excuse or no conversation that will make you feel better. But I think having the conversation, you can't seek revenge before you even have a conversation with someone.
Right. And I don't know what he could say.
I'm sorry.
Hey, I'm really sorry. I acted immaturely. I'm
a coward.
I'm a coward. This relationship was probably done long ago, and
I wasn't brave enough to end it.
And I acted out in other ways that I'm not proud of. Like, yeah, there's ways that, and then he could say I didn't cheat on you, physically, but emotionally, I admit, like, that's cheating. Like, and it had nothing to do with you. Right. There's a talk to be had that you have skipped. She's trying to make herself feel better by like convincing herself she's the hero, like warning these other people.
Right. I mean, she is the victim. This is a fucked up thing.
No one said she's not a victim.
It's a fucked up thing to happen to you. This is like everyone when hearing the story would feel you were deeply wronged.
Right.
Especially the fake name part. Men are. I mean, like that seems like another level of like
Well,
not like I
also-
stumbled into this conversation then it got out of hand. It's more like I was actively seeking people.
Well, this all sounds very young, and maybe I'm wrong, but just the nature of like some of the details here, where she says, she became friends with this other girl. That sounds like a young, immature thing.
Mm-hmm.
Him going on different accounts and not using his real name. Like, where could that ever go? That feels young and immature. Her not going to him feels young and immature.
I agree.
Like, not going to him, probably because there's a fear that he can somehow manipulate her again and lie to her again and convince her that it's her fault, or she's afraid of what she might hear from him. But I think she's stronger than that. Like,
Yeah,
I think she's lived and learned, and now she's probably fearing going back to him. So
even
that,
having to like
Right.
like losing the power.
Right.
I mean, she's posting anonymously. Who do you think his female friends think it is? Who could it be?
Who
would it be?
Who
Right.
knew his middle name?
Like, to me, that, you know what I mean? Like, I do think the person who leaves the breakup and seems like the more mature person is the winner.
Right. Yeah, if you were to track winners and losers,
Yes.
if you learn from it, you're a winner.
If you learn
Which is
right.
like what you don't
And
want to hear.
if
This
you're
isn't
respectful and you,
TGIF, I know.
I think if you're respectful and you learn from it, obviously he wasn't respectful, but I think that not posting this thing without speaking to him first
right.
is like bringing yourself down to his level in some way.
Yeah. No, I agree. UUP@betches.com. Keep sending your emails, your petty, your prudence. Let's do some advice.
Hey, J&J, longtime listener and first-time writer. I love listening to the two of you on my daily commute. It feels like I'm just at happy hour with friends, and I've recommended your podcast to all my single friends looking for love.
We love it.
We do. I am married and in my early 30s, and my email to you is actually regarding my younger sister. She's 29, attractive, funny as hell, and works in the luxury fashion industry in New York City.
Okay.
I know I'm biased, but I don't know how she is still single.
How is it?
Her stories about her dates from the apps honestly sound dismal, and I think she's rapidly losing faith. I was able to set her up once with an acquaintance from college, but that did not proceed past the first date because he felt they didn't have chemistry. Okay. She admittedly is on the shy side when she first meets someone, but she opens up and shows her personality when she becomes comfortable. And unfortunately, most of my guy friends are in long-term relationships or married. Do you have any tips for me about how to more successfully set her up? Should I advise her to keep going with the apps or take a pause? Should I go out with her more to bars? And if so, how do I effectively wing woman as a married woman? Thankful for all your tips. Best, trying to be wing woman of the year. P.S. One of the best tips I learned from Jared is to yell off whenever I shut off my stove. It has drastically reduced the number of trips I've had to make back to my kitchen to make sure everything's turned off. Your advice extends past the dating realm, and I love that.
What's the best thing you got from a dating podcast?
Off. I do that. I do it too now. It is
Turning
a great
off the
tip. It's a
oven.
great tip.
It's a great tip. Yeah.
Whenever I go on vacation.
If you're a new listener, anytime you're worried about remembering if you turn something off,
yes,
just yell the word off as you're doing it.
I do it
and
to
you
my
remember
oven
it.
and
Yeah.
my hair iron.
Yeah, I'm happy I could help you. If I could help the world in one way,
Yeah.
this is it.
This is what Penn State dreams are made of.
That's right. That's what we learn at Penn State.
We are. Okay.
We are.
So what do you think? How can this annoying married woman help her friend?
She can be annoying in different ways. She's got to channel her annoyingness. She wants her sister to find someone. She's early 30s. The sister's 29. So, like, this sister, she's young and ready to go out. She's said she wants to wing woman.
Yeah.
How would you want to be helped by your sister?
If it's my sister, I'd want to be told the truth.
Well, what's the truth? What do you think? You think this girl's doing something wrong?
I don't know if she's necessarily doing something wrong. She said she felt they didn't have, the guy felt they didn't have chemistry. So
Right.
it's a sample of one, right?
Well,
But
she says she's shy.
yeah, I guess if there's a truth to be told, I would tell her the truth. If there's something that you're thinking that you feel like she could be doing better, I would tell her. 'Cause she's your sister, and your sister can be honest with you in that way.
Yeah.
Secondly, it sounds like if she's a little bit standoffish at first, I would encourage her to like go to group things with yourself or with other friends.
Right.
Because that's where you're most yourself.
I'm with you. I think shy people, they tend to go towards the dating apps because they're like, okay, this can be the fix. This is where I can like have the crutch of not making eye contact, approaching people that maybe I wouldn't have approached in other ways. Here's my advice to her, and it goes back to the beginning of this podcast when I talked about like our June refresh, okay? The problem is we forget our most valuable asset, and that is the sister's husband.
Okay.
He is the most valuable.
Give your husband to your sister.
Let him fuck her. No, I really do believe this. When you try to, like, when you're the married person,
right,
and you're trying to set up your friends, and you ask your husband, where are all the, who's single in the group? And he's like,
none. I don't know what I would set her up with.
No, your dumb husband has no conversations with his friends that involve vulnerability and who's looking for someone and who wants to meet a girl. Here's the only thing your husband can do is he can say, Rachel's sister's awesome. That's the only thing he's ever going to really say.
Yeah.
We need him to really believe that your sister's awesome.
Yeah, and I do think, now that I'm thinking about this more, is like she has a sample size of one to say she didn't connect.
Right.
Right? You need to set up with more people for that to be a trend.
But I'm saying, where are your trove of people? It's around your husband. And he doesn't know even, like, if you ask me, who are your single friends? I wouldn't even know where to start. Like, I wouldn't even know.
Could you name them?
No. Okay. I can name one guy maybe. But, like, I do think we always go straight to, like, I got to set you up. And that kind of gets us in this position of, like, you can't help. I think if those three made some plans for this summer and hung out, and she got to be her most
authentic self
in front of your husband, the rest will come. I know this is like
right.
the slowest answer, But it's the realest answer because you three, the three amigos, go out. You guys have a great time. If your husband loves your sister and genuinely likes hanging out with her, the minute he comes across a single guy, she's the first name on his mind. And it's, oh my God, I got the girl.
I have someone for
I
you.
have someone. You need to simplify this. John Madden, Hall of Fame football coach John Madden, said he only had 3 rules because he can never remember 4. I believe that to be the case in life.
You just had 4 suggestions, though.
Then we forgot one of them.
Okay.
We remembered cheese pull.
Okay.
Right? I'm just saying.
What are the 3 rules?
Make it simple.
Okay.
There's one rule. Go out with your sister and your husband. Have fun.
I like it.
That's it.
Yeah.
The rest will follow. And your sister gets to be her most authentic self. Your brother,
She's coming out of her shell.
Right. Your husband gets to be this because when men don't talk about who's single, they talk about who makes their life easy, who makes their life more fun, who makes their life more exciting. So I think this guy is your window into men that you haven't met yet that are closer within arm's reach rather than the apps where they're just not, there's no familial aspect, there's no connection.
Right.
I think we got to go back to the old ways. We went on the apps, we went out to the great frontier.
Back to basics.
Back to basics. And back in the day where everyone was talking in person, meeting in real life, and oh my God, wasn't it nice that people met friends of friends? Well, they went out together. They did things together. Everyone was a couple people away as far as like a connection was concerned.
Right.
So if you and your sister and your husband stop doing girls' night, girls' night ain't going to do shit for you because you're married and you want to go home early. You suck.
That's true.
You're not fun to go out
You
with.
do.
Okay? Your
do.
husband and you, fun people to go out with. And keep it daytime. Make some plans. Make it themed.
Bar.
Let's go to bars. Let's go to clubs. Let's go to beaches. Let's get talking and loud together, and then that will attract other people. Your husband needs to be your sister's best friend.
I agree. But don't push her too hard.
No, just hang out. Make the plan.
Don't do too hard of a sell.
No, there's no
It
sell.
never works.
I'm not telling.
Okay.
I'm selling.
No, I'm saying
you.
at the bar.
No.
Sometimes you'll go to my sister. She's over there. Have you seen her?
Forget.
She's great. She thinks you're cute.
No. I hate that. I hate that shit. No. You need to sell your husband on your sister. Your husband deals with her. He's like, she is in
Let
the
him
way.
vet her.
You need him to like love her and consider her a good friend of his, because then he talks to other guys. You're single. Oh my God. I'm telling you, she's fucking cool. That's how men talk about women. Okay. No, she's actually cool. It sounds horrible. Okay. No, she's like...
She's not one of them.
No. She's not going to No. She's single, but, no, fucking cool. Go.
I like it.
I'm telling you.
All
this
right.
is the secret to dating. And no one's going to give you this advice because it's tough advice.
I agree. Yeah.
It's the advice this sister would go, but I don't know. He doesn't know. They always make the excuses. He doesn't know anyone. He doesn't talk to anyone. All his friends are married. We'll see.
What about someone at work?
Well, maybe some of those married friends get divorced.
Yeah.
Take one of those dudes.
We waiting in the wings.
Right. Someone will fuck your sister.
We'll find someone.
We'll find someone.
Yeah. And if all else fails, just yell off.
Off. We did it. We solved dating again.
We did it. We'll be back next week.
Boom.
Bye.